Ja, guten Tag. Ja. Hallo, ich Wolf. Schwierigkeitsgrad sehr einfach. Das kann ich mir fast gar nicht vorstellen. Jetzt wird ja mal eigentlich Zeit, dass wir nochmal ein Turnier gewinnen, oder?
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Bluff Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, great to be with you guys. Now this group will be one to watch today. Lots of chatter on social media leading up to this pairing. We have a rookie on tour who has set very specific goals for themselves, and their first one is to beat their playing partner this week.
Love it, Henny. This will make for an extra layer of excitement. It always adds a bit more drama to an event when we can follow a competition within a competition. Can't wait to see what happens in our featured group throughout this tournament.
Okay. Oh, der ist zu leicht. Aber der langt trotzdem.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Time for the second shot into the first.
Oh, der ist verzogen. Ja. Erstmal reinkommen. Mit einem Bunker.
Come on, you're better than that. Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Oh, this is sitting pretty. I might have to check to see if they teed this up. It's so nice.
Oh. Well, how about the concentration to pull that shot off? This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
Ach.
Hey, that's a chance. Getting off to a great start at this event.
Ja, sehr
Can't
gut.
birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
As we look at the leaderboard, this player sits in second place, behind Colin Morikawa. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, nicht in den Bunker, bitte. Das wollen wir möglichst vermeiden. Danke.
That's not the one he wanted. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Opting for the 6-iron.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Oh.
Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
This putt for par here.
Looking good so far.
Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Why don't we catch up with the V-man, Harold Varner III.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Currently 1 under.
Das sieht man jetzt sogar, was wie sagt man denn? Mein Kontrahent.
One of our on-course reporters, John McCarthy, has been out surveying the scene here in preparation for today's broadcast. John, what are some of the things the players will be looking out for today at Craggy Heights?
Well, Luke, I think one of the first things the players are going to be looking at is literally the shapes of these fairways. They are laid out in a way that often there are little pockets of fairway the players can hit to. And if they do end up safe, they can really open up options on their approach shots, but they're going to have to be confident in their swing to reap those rewards.
Ooh.
Another thing to watch for are holes like the 5th, where the fairway narrows significantly the further out you hit your tee shot. There's also holes like the par 4 17th, where you can drive the green, yes, but there is a lot of danger in the form of water and sand around the green to contend with. So it's very much a risk-reward course. Can't wait to just sit back and watch how these professionals take this course on. Should be a fun week here at Craggy Heights.
Checking the standings now.
Keine Ahnung, was der jetzt gelabert hat.
First with multiple major champion Colin Morikawa.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Okay, warte, was ist hier los? Ja, ich probiere es mal so.
Looks like this one might be in the bunker.
Ja. Ja.
Few players in the history of the game have had a bigger impact so early in their career than Colin Morikawa, Rich. Some comparisons go as close to Tiger Woods.
As they should be currently right now with what he has done in the game so far in his young career.
Der ist richtig gut, glaube ich.
He's come out each and every week and put pressure on every single player because of his ball striking and because they know that there's no weaknesses in his game other than sometimes the putter. But when you hit it as good as he does, you're bound to make a putt now and again. And each and every week when he shows up, players on the driving range are looking at him going, okay, he's here. I got to have my A game.
Certainly feels like sky's the limit for Colin Morikawa.
2 major championships under his belt right now. Surely more in his future. Looking better.
Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
Let's see what happens here at the 5th.
Oh, das ist ja ein weites Loch hier, also weite Bahn. Du hast nichts im Bunker verloren. Ja.
The history of golf has been littered with some great characters for the modern game. Harold Varner III is right up there. A really personable guy, just effervescent. And I think, Rich, the only thing we're all waiting for is that first W to come. He seems to deserve it.
I can't wait to see what happens when he gets that first W. Oh, it's going to be blissfully fun. He's such an engaging personality that you can't help but just like him. He is out there enjoying every single moment of being on the PGA Tour, playing against the best in the world, and he believes that he can hang with every single one of those players. It hasn't kind of shown up yet, but there's no doubt in my mind with the belief that he has in his own game, that alone will carry him to a win on the PGA Tour sooner than later, and I'm thinking it could happen as early as this year.
Nice.
get in the hole. But what a start. This is impressive. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par.
Richtig stark.
Players left with an opportunity to get up and down from the sand. What a shot from the bunker. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
Komme ich da direkt rüber? Ah ne, da muss ich durch Bäume durch. Außer... So. Ein bisschen gierig da drauf bin ich schon, muss ich sagen. Ja, ich probier's.
Ah, yes. The gentle fade. The buttercut, if you will.
Ah. Aber er ist schon in den Bäumen hängen geblieben. Klasse.
Well, let's see how this shot goes from the fairway bunker.
Das ist nicht das, was ich wollte. Aber gut.
That's not going to find the fairway.
Doch. Was?
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Currently leading by 3.
Ja, manchmal muss man auch einfach ein Paar machen.
An opportunity to make a par here. Okay, let's head to the next. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
Wieso komme ich da dann? Ja, klar schlage ich da hin. Wie wird er da wohl hinkommen? Der prallt der da dann ab.
Okay. Not quite the shot he was wanting. Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the 2nd cut.
Oh nein, zu leicht. Zu leicht.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par.
Warum rollt er jetzt noch so weit?
This is what they have left for a par.
Okay. Ja. Ich würde jetzt einfach mal sagen, so. Hä?
How would that have been if it had dropped? This one for bogey. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. He sits in 1st position. Here we find ourselves at the dramatic 8th hole at Craggy Heights, a par 3 playing 198 yards from the back tees.
Look, probably one of those picturesque par threes on this golf course, if not the one. Obviously, coming up shy is a huge no-no with water lurking there. You're going to see most players hit it deep into the green. Anywhere in the heart of the green really is just fine. Walking off with a par here is just dandy.
Needs this one to kick right.
Nee, das soll nicht hin. Aber ist okay.
That's just inside the range. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Trying to get to 5 under with this putt.
Okay.
Oh, what a great stroke. Well, what a way to bounce back. Nice putt to hold. And that will take him to 5 under. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. We've reached the 9th hole. Time to tee off.
Eight days a week, that rhythm works.
Lovely.
This one from about 160 yards out. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Okay. Bleibst du liegen?
Oh, well played. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Oh, noch ein bisschen, okay.
Come on, don't be shy.
Oh.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
Currently -5. Currently in the lead.
Die Menge tobt einfach. Oh, der war nicht so gut. Das sollte weiter nach rechts eigentlich.
Yeah, well played. Setting up here with a very long putt.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Okay, noch weiter nach rechts oder was? Jesus.
Ooh.
Oh.
15 feet to the cup.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
No, nothing to sweat over that one. They'll hold. Leading by a couple after that hole.
Also läuft zu gut bisher, muss ich wirklich sagen. Aber es ist auch echt sehr einfach. Also die haben schon recht.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
Oh, halt an, halt an, halt an, halt an. Geil.
What an amazing approach shot. I think their rival, Harold Varner III, has a worthy competitor this week.
An opportunity for a birdie here. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will move him to 6 under par. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Oh, was macht der Harold?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Well, this one might need to get down a little. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard.
Okay, Harold.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Oh, Rich loves standing on this 12th tee here, a par 5. You're always thinking birdie or perhaps better. Take us through it.
Yeah.
At 555 yards, Luke, there still is a decision to be made off the tee for these players. Do they challenge the fairway bunker, but also bring in the water down the right-hand side, or do they just go ahead and lay it up to the left and make it a 3-shotter? The bold players are going to knock it down to a sliver of an opening. And from there, they're going to be able to go for it. Second shot playing a little bit downhill. A little pond over on the left-hand side can be a little bit nuisance. But all in all, it's a pretty simple, straightforward par 5. Birdies are in order.
Seems to have chosen the 3-wood.
Komme ich ja noch auf Screen? Nee. Nee.
Yeah, disappointing not to find the surface, Rich, but I like that play.
Didn't quite have the distance to get there, but left themselves in a good spot.
This putt is about 8 feet.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Oh, wenn ich den nicht treffe, dann geht der Ball wieder flöten. Okay, da sehe ich gar nichts.
I like the look of this. And that putt will drop. And he'll extend his lead. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. Sitting at 7 under par for the day, currently in top spot. Chosen the pitching wedge here. We need this one to bounce right.
Lovely.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This one's 13 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And that will take him to 8 under. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Alter.
Oh, just missed that one.
Haben wir da Tiger Woods?
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Absolutely flushed. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
That could play.
Oh boy.
Terrific shot. And a chance for birdie coming up here at the 14th.
Das war ein richtig guter
And now
Schlag.
let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
It doesn't matter how you hit it if you can hold putts like that.
Before this putt was hit, they looked their playing partner in the eye and gave a signal. That was mean, but fair.
Well done. Take the birdie. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th. Going with the 7.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
Oh, bleib aber bitte liegen.
Oh, they're dialed in. It's an absolute clinic.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Well, a chance to go under par here if you can just keep the bogeys off the card. Trying to shape this one a little bit. And back to the course with the
Schau
live
mir doch
action.
nicht jemanden an, der schlecht schlägt.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. And yet another putt drops, so now 10 under par heading down the stretch.
And nice to have that cushion
Hier
heading
läuft's
down
echt.
the last few holes.
Oh, exciting times on the tee of a par 5. That's the kind of strike that's going to make them come back every day of the week. Nothing like a bit of momentum here, Rich. This one's going for another birdie.
Yes, the only thing that could ruin it now is a triple bogey.
Going with a 3-wood here.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Das sollte eigentlich viel weiter nach links. Das gefällt mir natürlich jetzt gar nicht.
Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's a bit disappointing. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Currently 11 under par for the round.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Let's give it a try.
Great drive, this one. They could get all the way onto the surface.
Alter, dass der Backswing mal richtig was bringt.
The power play, you gotta love it.
Oh, how about that shot? Taking out the big stick and going ahead and knocking her on. Love it.
That is hunting for the hole. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Lining up the birdie putt here. Nice stroke. Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. Leading by a whopping 7 shots after that one.
Alter, der hatte danach gar keinen Bock mehr, mein Rival zu sein, ey.
And now this player tees off their final hole of the event with the lead.
Jetzt kann man ein bisschen was ausprobieren, jetzt kann man ein bisschen wild spielen.
What a shot by our leader.
Wow, was that a massive drive there. Holy cow.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
Oops, this one's headed for the rough.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
And a fantastic...
Ladies and gentlemen, they've just won their first ever PGA Tour event. Rich, what do you think's going through their mind right now?
Nothing. They're confused about everything right now. I tell you, you win and you can't believe it just happened. You really just have no idea. You're shocked. It's a great feeling.
Stark. Der Platz kam mir aber auch echt ganz gut, muss ich sagen.
Well, what a memorable moment this is, Rich.
An exciting tournament, an exciting finish.
Schaut euch
Love
an.
it. First
Schaut euch
victory
nicht
of the
an.
PGA Tour.
Huh?
Congratulations.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.
Herrlich. Ja, genau, so muss es sein. Bekomme ich da jetzt auch irgendwas hier? Ich hätte gerne mal ein bisschen Nike-Klamotten. 12 Birdies einfach. Ich hatte sogar einen Eagle, okay. Crazy. Was haben wir hier bekommen? Ein Wedge-Übergang, okay, geil. Oh, ich habe ein paar Wilson-Sachen bekommen. Geil. Ach, das mache ich dann im Menü. Das mache ich dann im Menü. Sorry, ich bin bei Nike. Bridgestone Schläger. Bin ich nicht aktuell bei Bridgestone? Ich habe doch da, was ist denn das da unten? Was ich bei Schläger bin. Ich bin doch bei Bridgestone. Nein. Ah, Wilson bin ich. Ja, ich finde Wilson geiler. Ich sag's wie es ist. So. Erstmal die Ausrüstung. Bekleidung. Ja, ja, habe ich ganz genau gesehen, dass da was aufgeploppt ist. Klar, auf Set anwenden. Ja, 2K brauchen wir nicht mehr. Wir müssen jetzt hier damit gehen. So, Fittings. Für den Lob Wedge habe ich noch gar nichts, ne? Das ist natürlich gut. Ja, auf alle. Geilo. Ja klar, 3, also hallo? Habe ich noch irgendwas anderes? Nee. Okay. Ja, natürlich trage ich die. Ich würde sie nur genau andersrum tragen. Ja, die ist ja geil. Okay, was haben wir noch? Handschuhe, nice. Ja, natürlich. Schade, dass ich die Farbe nicht ändern kann. Und Schuhe. Oh, geil. Alter, in Air Jordans. Schon ziemlich fresh, muss ich sagen. Aber die passen sogar fast besser. Ja, machen wir erstmal so. Das wirkt ein bisschen authentischer. Ach, beim Gold, okay. Aber bisher ist alles nur Bekleidung. Was haben wir da für einen Platz? Ricky Fowler. Okay. Ricky Fowler. Ja, dann komm her.
.2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hi Luke, I'm glad to be here covering this week's featured group, and what a pairing, as these two have been hinting at quite a budding rivalry here.
Okay.
So it appears this player's target is to beat Ricky Fowler this week. That should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Yeah, Ricky Fowler sounds like he's up for the challenge. On social media, he's been talking about this rivalry. Is Ricky ever not up for the challenge, though? He'll smile as he's beating you, that's for sure.
Yes, likes to kill him with kindness, does our Ricky. He is a wonderful fella on and off the course, and with a renewed confidence in his game.
Warum macht der Wind nichts? Warum macht der Wind nichts?
This will be a tough challenge for our rivalry.
Oh Gott, ich bin genau hinter den Bäumen.
That's really not what they were looking for.
Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win.
The game is coming easy to this player right now, so no reason not to believe they can't do it again this week.
Yeah, try it.
Opting for the 5-iron. Not quite sure about the strike on that one. This could be heading towards the rough.
Oh nein. Oh Gott. Natürlich jetzt nicht so ein guter Start bisher. Aber das ist machbar.
Well, that was like a laser straight at it.
Bleibt er liegen? Ja, da kann ich sogar
so
noch.
That's step one, but now got to hold a mid-range putt. Let's see if you can make this. Keep the par on the card.
Oh.
Ouch, that hurts.
Oh Gott.
It's just about 3 feet away.
Some damage limitation. This one for a bogey.
And there it is.
This is okay.
Stumble on the opening hole never sets the tone very well. It'll be interesting to see how they react.
Let's go down to John McCarthy for our on-course report. And John, you've now had some time to walk the course this week before today's show. What are we in for today at the Jacobson Homestead?
Well, Luke, yes, I love walking around this rural setting. Not a whole lot of trouble to start off with, but things heat up quite a bit when you hit the 7th hole par 4. Has a dogleg left and a few bunkers and trees to deal with off the tee. Back 9 opens with a narrow and lengthy par 5, but that's really as tricky as it gets. I guess there is it gets a little swampy on the 15th, but the water generally won't be a factor for many players out there in the field. They saved the most challenging tee shot for the 18th, which leads up to an elevated green for the approach. That will be a fun hole to watch this week. Hopefully provide some drama coming down the final stretch. Let's see what happens, guys.
Putting for eagle here.
Das wäre jetzt natürlich wichtig.
What a putt. Started this perfectly.
Stark.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently in 3rd place.
Here's Ricky Fowler's next shot. So after that effort,
müsste mich auf jeden Fall nach vorne katapultieren.
on the course. He's currently in a share of top spot.
Ah. Ah, und da bin ich ja Erster wieder. Sehr gut.
Teeing off here at the third hole.
Feeling awfully good coming off an eagle at the last.
Ein bisschen Gegenwind. Ja, genau. Ja, wenigstens geht er nicht in den Bunker rein. Das ist okay.
Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up this shot with the wind in their face.
Going with the 5-iron here.
Oh, come on.
That's not the shot they're after.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
Didn't that look good for a long time?
Jawohl, roll noch ein bisschen zurück. Okay.
Wow. I
Wow.
hope he makes this one. It's for par.
Looks good.
Ein bisschen aufgeregt bin ich davon, muss ich sagen.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Now we're on the fourth tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
Cool.
Yeah, that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either, but with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Okay.
Nicely done.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Okay, let's get back to the action. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard.
Wow. Das ist ja richtig abschüssig. Puh.
Oh, just missed. A par putt awaits. Currently 1 under for the tournament. This hole is a par 4. Wow, that was just striped.
Der war schön.
Few players have had the kind of impact on the game that Ricky Fowler has, and certainly being a fan favourite, Rich. It's funny when you see grown men dressed head to toe in orange supporting this wonderful person, but I know he wants more out of his career bio than what he's got right now.
And he will definitely get it as well, Luke. He's too good of a talent, and he has too much ability to not be a great player and be on the top of the leaderboard. Definitely a few times during the season. He is definitely, if there is a Pied Piper in golf outside of Tiger Woods, I would put my thumb on Ricky Fowler, just because so many people go out there dressed in the orange gear that he has, and whatever he does, they just love it. He's engaging, he's affable, he looks like he is enjoying himself on the golf course, which I truly believe he is. He really is one of these players that's so dynamic and so fun to be around. You can't help but root for him week in and week out.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. This hole is a par 5.
Oh, zu langsam. Aber nee. Ja, genau. Immer noch okay.
Rich, one of the big advantages for the experienced players on tour is their history around particular courses. But what advice would you give to the new players who are coming to a course for the first time and how to handle it?
I would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and try and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull off that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there, get some confidence going first before you start attacking pins.
Aber hä? Ich habe ihn jetzt leichter geschlagen.
Playing their 5th shot. Only 1 shot off the pace.
Ich habe ihn leichter geschlagen als
That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Putting now for a bogey.
Naja.
Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next.
Oh.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Interessiert mich nicht.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. And unfortunately dropping back to even par there.
Okay, 4. bin ich. Wow.
Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole.
Boah, kann das dann Seitenwind, ey. Ach komm. Du verarschst mich doch.
Oh dear. Can he get out of here?
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
Ja.
It's a little wayward. Bouncing through the branches.
Genau.
Yeah, this lies pretty deep here. That might be one club too many.
Also na, ey. Bunker, ganz lächerlich, und dann Bienenbaum.
Sticking the green from that lie.
Und so einem Ast, der
Now
außerhalb
over
der
to Ricky Fowler.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Let's return to live play now. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par.
Könnte man, glaube ich, sogar fast einfach geradeaus machen. Okay.
Looking really good.
Wow, that's classy.
Der war
Good save
wichtig.
from there.
Yeah, in the bunker, off the tee, great recovery.
Ja, wirklich wichtig,
So no movement there.
damit man bei der Musik
Player
nach
remains
vorne ein
at
bisschen
even par.
mitmacht.
Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. Well, on the tee now, coming off for par. Chance to pipe one up the middle.
Gegenwind, seitlich.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Ja. Da ist mal wieder Witz. Ja.
Yeah, that was a safe
guter
play.
Anstieg.
And this part to move into a tie for first. Oh, you like me and thought that had a chance? Yeah, well done. He's in a share of 5th position. Teeing off now on the 9th hole. Even for the day, currently tied for 5th place.
Warum?
Yeah, this one's a little bit left. Not so nice.
Yeah.
A bit wild on approach there. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Ach Leute.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this
Warum
week.
zeigt ihr mir das?
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we?
Kann man das ausstellen?
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Just 1 stroke off the lead.
Ja, komm.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Oh, what a play.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Big par saver coming out for this fella.
PARshippe.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. Rich, how are we looking after 9?
Look, they're in the top 10, and they're actually making a really nice push up this leaderboard. Let's see how they play over this final 9 holes.
That's a little untidy. Looks to me, Rich, that this player has a ton of confidence. Put themselves right back in position to win straight off their last start.
They're going to have to make some birdies coming down the closing stretch, but they have a lot of good vibes coming from that last win. I expect more of the same this week.
Great shot. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Currently a shot off the lead. Chance to get 1 under the card with this putt. Had eyes for it the whole way. And that will take him to 1 under. And stepping up the standings after that effort, we have a par 4 on this one. Good looking shot this. Second shot here on the 11th.
Oof. Oh nein.
Well, this one looks like it's heading to the sand.
Oh.
Not not sure if that's how they drew it up.
Echt ab, ey. Das ist echt
the
nervig.
wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
Warum rollst du da noch so weit?
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Let's get back to it, shall we?
Das stört mich gerade hart, muss ich ehrlich sagen.
Oh, I thought that one was going in.
Ja, und jetzt rollt er. Ciao. Ich hätte es sogar noch fester schlagen sollen. Das ist doch nicht dein Ernst. Was ist denn das für ein Vorschlag, den die mir da geben?
You got a read?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Looking really good. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
Kriege ich einen Double Bogey oder was?
And this next putt here is for a double bogey. Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. Let's head to the 12th hole, shall we?
Das finde ich jetzt, das war ziemlich lächerlich, aber naja.
Just needs this one to kick right. A nice approach shot there, pin high inside the range.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
And this putt to move into the top 5. Oh, what a super shot. And that puts him into the top 5 for the tournament. And that'll move him to even par for the tournament.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Certainly good at making the birdies, but let's avoid those bogeys. Bit disappointing, that one. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Henny, how bad is this lie?
This is like a bad lie with a bit of grilled bad lie on top, sprinkled with dashings of bad lie.
Going with the 8-iron here. Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
And missing it long with that approach, not a good leave.
Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
This one started out on a good line. That gets the job done. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. And we find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flagstick.
Und jetzt nicht weiter, langsam abbremsen.
All right, safely out of the bunker, and now a chance to make a putt. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Trying to get to 1 under here with this putt.
Ja, okay, das kann ich wahrscheinlich fast gerade ausmachen. Ja.
This really looks good.
Ja, der war
Now leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage.
Boah, was?
Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole.
Okay. Genau. Ja, genau. Ach komm, also...
And here we are with the 3rd shot. 3 strokes off the lead.
Alter, ey, wofür spiele ich denn jetzt eigentlich noch? Also das ist ja wohl lächerlich, ey.
Playing from around 240 yards. 3 shots off the lead. Oh, almost
okay,
went in.
Fast mehr Glück als Verstand, ey. Aber der guck mal, wie er rollt.
Now that looked pretty good the whole way. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 28 feet from the cup. This for par.
Wie weit ich da nach rechts ziehen muss.
This is... Oh, yeah.
Alter, Wahnsinn. Okay.
What a lovely putt to make.
They're going to have to dig deep to pull this one out. Let's see what they got.
Wichtig nach diesem ersten Fail.
Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
What an amazing putt from way out.
Damit ich noch Erster werden kann.
Now 3 strokes back after that hole.
Immer noch 3 Schläge zurück.
Stepping up to the 16th tee now.
Also hier brauchen wir etwas Gutes.
You're going to put your foot down. This is as good a time as any. Well, it's fair to say that approach didn't hit the mark.
And coming up well
Weil vom Wind hast du gar nichts gemerkt? Das wollte ja eigentlich nach rechts gehen, aber irgendwie hat er gebremst.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. "13 feet to the cup." Solid par putt, that.
Okay.
He's in a share of 3rd place.
Immer noch 3 Schläge Rückstand.
Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
That swing reminded me of smooth jazz. Great rhythm.
Brauche ich einen Boogie, ey.
And he's down there.
Straight back up into the breeze. It's going to be a tough one. Club up. I like this play.
Yep, that shot safely on the green. And this putt to move into 2nd place.
If he should make it, tied going into the final hole.
Oh. Okay.
Looking great now.
Nein.
Okay, steady
ich hätte es
now.
gebraucht.
This putt is for a share of second.
And only one hole to go in this event, Luke.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Ja,
currently 1 under for the day.
Mit einem Igel.
Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead, and it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole.
Risiko.
I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
That got caught up in a few of the branches.
This is okay. This is okay.
That's an awful error. Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
You can get great connection on this one. The rough's not going to cause any trouble. It's sitting good.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
Got great connection here.
Oh,
yeah, this is looking good.
Ja. Oh Gott, wäre das geil gewesen.
Fought against the wind to stick that one.
And this putt is for a final score of 70. Looking good. And that'll bring his tournament to a close.
Ja, schade. Also hat er keinen Bock geschossen, der Erste.
Well, unfortunately, not able to secure back-to-back victories here, but you've got to be impressed with the performance overall.
Luke, this player did everything to seal back-to-back wins on the PGA Tour. Unfortunately, coming up just a touch short. Still 2 awesome weeks.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
Ja, der Doppelbogey und ein Bogey zu viel. Okay, für einen Wedge. Wilson, nice. Es geht noch weiter, wäre noch mehr gekommen, oder was? Das habe ich nicht gesehen. Nein. Na, Bälle. Scheiße. Das wäre auch nett. Ich will Mizuno Bälle. 2K-Griffe will ich nicht. Hä? Alter, muss ich das jetzt alles so... Hatte ich doch schon alle freigeschalten. Waren ja schon alle da. Geil. Nee, wer will eine, wer will eine Puma-Kappe? Nee, ich nehme die Nike-Ding. Das passt schon. Das ist schon so in Ordnung. Oh, warte. Ist doch bestimmt noch irgendwas, was man irgendwie hier... Nee. Ach stimmt, aber mit dem Ball wieder. Das war doch was. Komm, Spin. Gut, der Spin hat mir bisher eh nicht so viel gebracht. Wollte nicht so viel. Könnte interessant sein. Mal. Ah, ich habe ja aktuell relativ wenig Bounce. Das heißt, damit hätte ich wieder ein bisschen mehr Bounce, aber weniger Rollen. Ja, Spin. Ich probiere das mal aus. So, noch ein Rival hier. Buba. Der Buba Watson.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open is about to start. Luke Ilvey alongside Rich Beam here in Las Vegas. It's known as Sin City, but we're at TPC Summerlin for the golf. What's this course like?
This golf course historically plays firm and fast and yields lots of birdies. So players going into this week know full well that they have to have the putter going. They need to hit a lot of greens, but they also need to make sure that they're making 5, 6, 7 birdies a day out there. Because if they're not, if they're struggling with birdies and only making pars, then the entire field is going to pass them by. It's a great opportunity because historically the wind doesn't blow very much and all the par 5s are reachable, but still having to make birdies, knowing you need to make birdies, isn't always the easiest thing.
We're in Vegas, and you can even see the famous strip from the golf course. Do the players need to roll the dice, have a little gamble out on that course?
I think you have to gamble everywhere on the PGA Tour, but in Las Vegas, I think it's required, isn't it?
Be rude not to. It's all set up to be a beauty. Let's see how it unfolds. Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the first. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
Oh, terrific. What an effort.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
Currently 1 under for the event. The second at TPC Summerlin is a par 4 measuring 469 yards from the back tee. It plays slightly downhill, so a strong drive here will set up even just a short iron approach. However, there's a huge waste area to the right, so accuracy off the tee is required. The smart option here is to lay back with the 3-metal and give yourself a full shot in, and also take 1 club less into this green as it will release down the slope.
Bounce nach rechts, bounce nach rechts. Jawohl, du.
That's a good-looking shot there. Playing this one about 130 yards out. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Oh, that's a great approach shot.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt.
This one's looking good.
A well holed. He'll take the birdie.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
He's currently tied for second.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The third hole at TPC Summerlin is a very strong par 4 measuring 492 yards. There's a huge ravine that works right up through the middle of this. It requires a very strong drive up the right half to go at this green in 2. There is a big fairway to the left if you want to tuck over and get up and down for your par that way.
Risiko. Ja.
No point hanging on to that one. You didn't hit your best there. Johnny Mack, what's the news?
Hello up there. We are checking in down here with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on the 14th.
The third hole at TPC Summerlin has been converted from a par 5 down to a 4, Rich, which makes his second shot much tougher.
Second shot across the ravine to a green that's surrounded by bunkers. Should you find the green in 2 putts from there will be just fine, but watch out. Big numbers abound should you start missing this green out to the right.
Good shot there, Beamer. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
Na, okay. Noch ein bisschen.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
Yes, they've made it.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
Jetzt habe ich ja gar keinen Rivalen hier, fällt mir gerade auf.
And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. The fourth at TPC Summerlin is a pretty straightaway par 4, measuring 450 yards from the back tees. The fairway bunkers down the left and right are to be avoided. Really, not much to this hole, just be accurate on approach. Oh, that is a thing of beauty.
Geil, wie weit ich plötzlich einfach komme.
There have been a lot of players that have come out and people are quick to label them as prodigious talents and what they can do, but it's true about Lydia Ko that she is one of the game's prodigies.
Luke, when you say prodigy, I think
nee, ich rutsche wieder vom
Ko's
Controller
name
ab.
should just be, instead of prodigy, just say, look at Lydia Ko. Because this young lady has seemingly done it all at 14 years young. 14, won a professional event. The youngest men or women to ever win a tournament that early. That is astounding. 18 years old, major champion with the final round 63. It's just, it's mind-blowing how good this young lady was at such an early age. Yes, had a little lull there for a little bit, but now come back out and has just taken the world by storm again. 17 wins already and building in her professional career. The sky is the limit for Lydia.
The fifth at TPC Summerlin is a par 3 measuring 197 yards. Depending on where they put the tees on this hole ensures the type of club you need to get at it. If you're going at it, make sure you avoid that bunker that's short and right. Should find the green here. Terrific approach and a chance for a birdie here on the fifth. This putt is of 9 feet.
Little birdie look in here.
Looks good off the blade. And that's their fourth birdie of the day.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The sixth at TPC Summerlin is a snaking par 4, playing 430 yards. There's a big waste area up to the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. If you can position your drive on the right half of this fairway, it gives you the best shot up the hill to a green that is not protected by any bunkers.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fine. John, what's going on out there?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Tiger Woods as he gets set for his next shot here on the 8th.
And taking aim from around 100 yards here, he's got a 2-stroke buffer.
Oh, wieder zu kurz. Ja. Das tut weh.
That was a bit of a miscue.
One of the rare misses for this player today, Luke. They've been hitting a lot of greens today.
Oh, these are good for the momentum. These ones right on 8 feet.
This is huge for momentum. Got to try and hold this. This for par.
Putt is underway.
Yeah, nicely holed. And now that finds him in first place. The 7th at TPC Summerlin is a short par 4 measuring just 382 yards off the tips. Really, you just want to avoid the trees on the left-hand side because that will prevent you getting at the green, which is well guarded by bunkers and trees. Lay up, short right, a nice little wedge in here, and try and make a birdie.
Oh nö. Ja.
Here's a look at Rambo from a moment ago.
Oh, I gotta say, this is a gorgeous thing, isn't it?
Okay, time to return to the action. Sitting at 4 under for the day, currently leading. Getting ready to play their third. Currently in the lead by a shot.
Ich will da sogar noch ein Paar draus, obwohl der erste Start zu gut war.
Not a bad line, this. That gets the job done.
And
still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. The 8th at TPC Summerlin is a big par 3 playing 239 from the tips. A well-struck shot will avoid the gully here, but anything to the left half can roll off the green. The bunker short rider also to be avoided, so you don't make a sloppy bogey. Going with the hybrid.
Warum fliegt er so krass Richtung Bunker? Warum? Ich habe viel weiter nach links gezielt gehabt und ich habe nicht verzogen.
That wasn't their best approach, Beamer. And from the bunker here. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. What's in front of them, Henny?
Has to put this one downhill.
Okay, krass.
Oh, you know you want to.
And in she goes. That's a good save.
And a nice, tidy save from the greenside bunker. Nice par.
Now 2 shots up after that one.
Also aufs Putten kann ich mich verlassen.
The 9th at TPC Summerlin is a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. A strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location.
So
a birdie chance, no doubt. Just let that shot be water off a duck's back.
Let's go to our man John on the ground. There's something brewing down there. Let's find out what it is.
Hey guys, we are checking in with Tiger Woods as he gets set for his next shot here on the 11th.
Rich, considering everything that's been said about the great Tiger Woods throughout his entire career, it almost seems superfluous to add anything more to it. But what that man has meant to the game and again to people like yourself who have gone on to win major championships as well.
Yeah, I would think what Tiger has brought to the game is just he changed the perception of the game as it being kind of an old man sport, and all of a sudden he's out there winning and fist pumping and getting the crowds fired up and everybody into the game. It just kind of changed the entire complexion of it. No longer do you have these old guys that are dressed poorly with big beer bellies, and all of a sudden, you know, you got guys that are young and wearing these tight-fitting clothes, going into the gym and treating it more like a business instead of just a sport. He really changed the entire dynamic of the game, the landscape of what it takes to become a great player. And you know, everybody else were just kind of sitting there and all going, well, how does he do this? Well, it's almost like he had a plan, a master plan to go out there and listen, I'm going to dominate by being physically better, mentally better, and I'm just going to steamroll these guys. And when he first started doing that, everybody's kind of looking back going, okay, he's taking this seriously. Maybe I need to start taking it seriously too, right? So it's just one of those things that came along that nobody knew what to really expect of him. But he told us right away, listen, I expect to win every single week out there, and sure enough, that's what he did.
There's been some great action out on the course. Let's take a look at this highlight from another person's play.
This is his third.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Sitting at 5 under par in their round. Currently in the lead. That's nicely done. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And that will take him to 6 under. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. Placement off the tee is required at the TPC Summerlin 11th hole. Par 4, measuring 448 yards. The big bunker down the right side is to be avoided at all costs. And there's also a little tree there which might affect any line of sight approach to this green. That's heading for the fairway. From about 100 yards. Currently leading by 3.
Wieder zu kurz. Ja. Ah, Mann, ey. Ärgerlich.
Now a little off the mark on that approach shot.
A bit short with that effort.
Oh my
Jawohl.
God.
Geil.
Chip in for birdie. That's always a nice feeling.
Moments like that deserve another look.
I'm glad we get to see this again. This one should be practiced at home.
Still in the lead now after that hole. The 12th here at Summerlin is another short par 4. 442 yards off the tips, but plays slightly downhill and leaves just a short iron approach. The only real danger here is the big body of water that starts around 150 yards short and goes right up past the green. That one's heading down Broadway. Time for the second shot at the 12th. Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. And he's safely on the green with that shot. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
This one's tracking.
And that's 8 birdies today. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. The 13th at TPC Summerlin is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards from the back tees. The big hitters with a tail breeze can cover that bunker on the left-hand side. But if you want to lay up, make sure you've given yourself the right number because there's a lot to this green and plenty of ways to 3-putt it. Be careful on approach. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. John, do you have any info down there?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Tiger Woods as he gets set for his next shot here on the 15th.
Yeah, golf clap, really good. 1 win so far this season, looking for number 2 here today. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
I tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game, a bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
Ooh.
Right by the hole. Terrific shot. Almost an eagle. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. The 14th at TPC Summerlin is a straightaway par 3 playing 168 yards. The green slopes right to left, so make sure you've got the right length of club so you're not left with a long putt. You like that, didn't you? Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2.
Ah, okay. Oh, der ist zu kurz. Oder?
Well, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that. Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Brauchen wir nicht anschauen. Ich weiß, dass so gut war.
We'll now move over to John Rahm. And back to the play, shall we? Currently at 10 under par overall.
Ja,
the 15th at TPC Summerlin is a great short par 4. In fact, a lot will try and drive it in the tournament. If you want to lay it back, you've got around about 115 yards uphill to a green where you can't see those back hole locations. However, a good aggressive play here must avoid the pot bunkers around the greens or the big waste area to the left. A chance to make a birdie here or even an eagle. Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff.
Nein, 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 nein. Bleib liegen, bleib liegen, bleib liegen, bleib liegen. Nein. Wieso tust du mir das an? Der Schlag war so schön.
Second shot here on the 15th. Oh, that was tidy. That should ensure the up and down.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
He's currently sitting in first place.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
And now we go to the 18th, and this happened just a moment ago.
An absolute beauty here.
Let's return to live play now.
What a beauty, dass direkt neben der Fahne
This is a little bit of a birdie blitz going on from the player. Can they make another?
Absolutely. It's been a good streak late in the round.
Oh,
looks to be going with a hybrid here. This one looks to be a tad wayward. It almost looked wet, didn't it? And here we are with their 4th. If he makes this, he'll save his par.
Gibt bestimmt eine Trophäe, wenn du dieses rote Teil im Wasser triffst.
Now 7 strokes up after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Looks to be going with the 6 iron.
Warum habe ich jetzt so einen krassen
error to make
Rechtsfall?
there. That's headed right.
crazy.
Is that what they had in mind? Time for the second shot at the 17th. How close was that to
Ja,
going
und jetzt
down?
holt er wieder meilenweit.
And this one is for his par.
Looking good.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Here's a look at John Rahm from earlier.
I gotta say, his short game is one of the best in the game.
It's time to check on the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. The 18th at TPC Summerlin is a 444-yard par 4 with a big body of water just beyond the gully, which you've got to drive. Make sure you avoid those bunkers on the right side to give you a good iron into this green. Rich, take me through the final approach here at TPC Summerlin.
This green is very long and yet very narrow. It is tough to get the judgment with your second shot spot on pin high-wise. However, there's still chances to make a birdie should you need one to win the tournament.
This one needs to kick left. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. And he can win the event here if he can hold this putt.
Uff, hat er.
Oh, so close.
Immer noch links vorbei.
Okay, so luckily they've got another chance to get the win here. Well, it's fair to say that this player ran the tables this week, Rich, and came up trumps in Las Vegas. Look at your Shriners Children's Open winner.
Jawohl.
And nobody on the PGA Tour will be shining quite as brightly as this player the rest of the evening here in Las Vegas.
Well, Rich, after that hot start, it's probably little surprise that this player powered through to victory.
It's very rare where you see a player absolutely dominate a field like they did in this tournament. Unbelievable job all around.
Children's Open, okay.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Oida. Ein Hybridschaft. Jesus. Nö, ich bin mit Wilson zufrieden. Cobra, nö. Nee. Nö. Alter. Schon wieder andere Handschuhe, oder was? Achso, ja, nee. Schuhe? Fresh. Ja, die sind schon eher mein Style tatsächlich. Spiele ich das jetzt noch oder nicht? Ich glaube sogar eher nicht. Das mache ich ein andermal. Ja. In diesem Sinne noch einen wunderschönen Abend.